welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be all about my November empties. I have a bin here. Normally this is so much more full than it is today, but that's not a bad thing. I'm actually really happy because a lot of these are full-size products. Normally, for like the last year that I've been filming YouTube videos, I've been trying to go through all of my samples, and I think that I finally made a dent. There's like 3 in here that are samples, and we have some travel size stuff, but most of these are full-size products, which I cannot believe I'm finally making a dent in my just collection hoard of skincare and body care and just all these things. So I'm really excited to sit down, go through these products with you because I've really put them to the test. I've tried them and used them for quite some time. So with all that, if you like empty videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Of course, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's just get started. All right, so usually I divide these up into categories going from the least amount to the most amount. I always end with skincare. That's going to be the least amount of empties that I have, but I do have one makeup item this month, and this is just a small one. I had this in Shop My Stash. This is the Tula Skincare Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. So I did really like this because it's a blurring and moisturizer in one. I don't really like moisturizing primers anymore, if I'm just being honest. I feel like it's just an extra step on top of my skincare. When I'm already using so many skincare products to moisturize my skin, I really just want to focus on a primer that blurs my pores, especially on my cheeks here. So this was nice since it did both. There are definitely other blurring primers I prefer over this. However, it wasn't bad. I'm glad that I was able to use it. And for being just like a small little travel size, I like the casing of it because it had a little pump here, and that was nice because sometimes they just really like cheap out on the travel sizes, which I can't blame them for, but it was nice that this was very functional to use. Moving right along to body care, nail care. This is going to be a 2-for-1. I have, of course, my Bee's Knees Lacquer Meringue. This is in the scent Heartmate. So this is probably my top 3 scent from the brand. And I've mentioned this every single empties. I always have these. I have such a stash. I'm almost done with them. But this is like a liquid frosting soap. It's not a liquid soap. It's not a bar soap. It is just like a meringue, a very whipped, moussey soap. It lathers really great. Some of them have grit to them. This one did not, but it has great grit when it does have grit if you choose to get that kind. And I love these. I do think that Bee's Knees Lacquer is now closed. If I'm not mistaken, the owner was struggling with some health issues. She was deciding when she was going to close down shop. And I think that November was her last month. But if not, I highly recommend these. I also, from Bee's Knees Lacquer, have her cuticle cream. So this was the scent Up to Snow Good. She comes out with the funniest scents. They crack me up every single time. This one was like a very bakey scent, kind of like a marshmallow, a toasted marshmallow. And normally I don't gravitate towards those, but this was perfect. I love this a lot. She has some of my favorite cuticle creams. It's thick without being waxy, and it just sinks into the skin really well, but it doesn't feel thin like a hand lotion. One of the things I really just don't like, it's a pet peeve of mine, is when a cuticle cream is basically just a glorified hand cream. This stands out as a cuticle cream. It moisturizes really well. I really enjoy this. I have like 10 more of these to get through, and I think I'm almost done with these. I have 2 or 3. I don't have as many. Usually I go through these about once every 2 weeks, but I'm trying to get through my bar soaps as well and kind of save these now that I won't be able to purchase them anymore. So I don't think I have as many of these left to go, but it will be a happy, happy day once I finally finish my stash of these meringues and the cuticle creams, because there's no reason why I need to just have like 20 sitting in a bin. And then the last body care item I have is this lip butter. So this is the Truly Pineapple Haze CBD Glossy Lip Butter. This is supposed to have 5 milligrams of CBD in it. I don't notice anything. I mean, what's CBD gonna do to your lips? if anything. It doesn't tingle. I mean, I don't even know what to expect out of this. This is okay. I had this out kind of on just my dining room table where it was just accessible really well. And I have my Laneige sleeping mask. That one's in my bathroom and I'm almost done with that one. By almost, I mean, I probably still have 3 months because I've been trying to go through this thing for over a year now. But I mean, this wasn't anything special. I wouldn't repurchase it. For some reason, I do have a backup that I'm now working on. It's on my dining table again. So once I finish that second one, I will not be repurchasing this. This is the only Truly product that I've tried and was not blown away. They definitely just get you with those Instagram ads all the time. And I think it's just an overhyped product, quite honestly. If you know of any Truly products that you think have really good results, let me know down in the comments because their Instagram is just not trustworthy in my opinion. But I mean, out of this one or the Laneige, I don't know which one I would pick. This one, like I said, is just like more greasy, whereas the Laneige is more thick. So depending on what your preference is going to depend on which one I would recommend to you. At the end of the day, I don't think it hydrated my lips as much where I felt like I needed to use less and less. I want to find a lip balm where as I use it, I don't need to use as much because my lips get more hydrated. This keeps my lips hydrated, but it doesn't like improve the overall quality and hydration of my lips, if that makes any sense. And that is what I'm on the hunt for. I have not found it yet. So not going to repurchase this, but I wouldn't say it was bad. Let's move on to hair care. Only 3 items here. I have one of my little sachets of the 3 that I have. So this is the Diva Curl, and this has the cleanser and the conditioner. I just used this up because I had it. I was trying to get through all my hair care samples, which I think for the most part I have. And this was okay. I don't have like curly hair. I have wavy hair. This is not like my natural hair. This is day 2 curled hair. I heard that this is a great brand if you have curled hair. I just don't and decided I wanted this out. I want to throw this away. So I used it up, but I can't say I can speak on the claims of this product. For what it was though, it was okay. And then the other 2 that I have, this is the Biolage All-in-One Shampoo Scrub. This was good. I didn't mind this. There's another kind of just shampoo scrub, scalp scrub that I prefer over this, the Nature Labs one. And so I won't repurchase this one because I like that other one better. It comes in a tub, not a tube. Wasn't really a fan of the tube, but this did lather really well. I have no complaints against it. It just doesn't stand out as like I'd have to repurchase kind of product. And then the very last hair care product I have, this is the L'Oreal Elnet. This is just a strong hairspray. I picked this up here in France just at the grocery store. I was out of hairspray and just picked up like a very small one. I don't use hairspray a lot, so this took me quite a while to get through. And this is the worst hairspray I've ever used in my entire life. I hate this with a passion. It's one of those hairsprays. It's just so outdated. There's so many better hairsprays. The thing about this is that you can taste it. Like I felt like every time I put my hairspray on, which isn't often, I don't use a lot of hairspray. I really just try to like get rid of flyaways on the top. So like I'm covering my face when I use this. And for some reason, for hours after I would use this, I could taste this in my mouth and it didn't taste good. It tasted terrible. So I don't know how it gets in my mouth. I mean, I would make sure to keep my mouth closed, but for some reason it just lingers and gets in there. Absolutely just, I'm having flashbacks. It just was not good. This is, I think, one of the worst products I've tried all year. I can't think of one off the top of my head that I hated more than this because it didn't matter how I tried to fix the problem still stayed. So do not recommend this. There's so many other hairsprays out this. I really just grabbed one. The one that I have now is the Moroccan oil one, and that one is a million times better. I think that actually might be my holy grail hairspray now. I love that one. So don't buy this. If you see it, you just need hairspray in a pinch. There's so many better ones. Don't get this. Now, before we go on to skincare, I just have fragrance here and then we will be done. I am slowly but surely working through all my little tester fragrances. There's still quite a bit, but I feel like the pile is getting smaller and smaller. So let's just breeze through these really fast. I'm not going to talk about them too much, just if I plan on repurchasing them or not. The first one I have is Ellis Brooklyn, and this is the Sweet. This was okay. I actually did like this. If I saw it in store and like I was kind of just looking for something to buy, I would repurchase this, but it didn't stand out enough to me where it's on my list of fragrances to purchase, if that makes any sense. But didn't mind it. It was quite nice. The second one is Angel Nova from Mugler. I always struggle to say that name. I struggle to pronounce things, if you haven't noticed. When you are kind of bilingual and you mostly speak English in a country that doesn't speak English, just my French is bad, my English is bad, all the time I just like stumble over my words. That's like a little mini rant, but I feel like when I live in France, my English gets worse. And then when I live in America, my French gets worse. It's like a never ending battle. But this is the Angel Nova. I actually did like this. I think that this is a sub-brand of Angel, not the original Angel. So I did like this better than Angel. But out of that brand, my favorite is Goddess. I have the full size in that one. I really enjoy that one. It's their newest fragrance, and I like that one a lot. It's just really light and airy, fresh, clean, a little bit sweet. Everything that I love in a perfume. So I do prefer that one over the Angel, but it was really nice. Then I finally tried the Atelier Cologne. Butchering this French name, I just literally talked about this. This is the Vanilla Intense. So I finally tried this. It's been on my list to try, and quite honestly, I was a little bit lackluster. It did not exceed my expectations or even meet my expectations. I don't know. There's something about this. It just wasn't strong enough for me. I don't know if maybe mine's just a little bit older, so it lost a little bit of its potency, but on me, it didn't last. I had a hard time just smelling it on myself. Even just smelling it now, like I can't really smell a lot from this. So I don't know if it's just me, and this is the intense version too, but a little bit lackluster for what I was expecting out of this. And I'm a little bit disappointed that I tried it because in my brain it was so hyped up, and now it's just kind of like a disappointment. I don't plan on picking that up. I think like last year for holiday, I picked up like this discovery set from the brand to just try all their fragrances. So hopefully one of these other ones work out for me. I of course wanted to try the vanilla one first because that's what they're the most famous for, but it didn't work for me, and maybe it's just my body chemistry. I have no idea. Next fragrance I have is Coach Blue. Doesn't stand out to me. Don't remember what I think of this. I'm not really a huge fan of Coach, so didn't stand out. The next one is the Kalali, and this is the Invite Only Amber perfume. Amber 1323, I can't read it. But this was okay. I don't really like amber scents, but I can appreciate if someone else was wearing this, I would like it on them. But for my own personal style, this is not a fragrance that I enjoy. I just don't really like amber scents, and that's what that is. So I didn't like it. I'm not going to purchase it, but I could see other people who really, really like that fragrance who do like amber, and I would really enjoy it on them. I have 3 more of these, so let's just breeze through them. I have Chanel. This is the Paris Riviera. I really liked this. Chanel has like this whole kind of little subline of fragrances based on cities in France. And the collector in me wants all of them, even though I haven't smelled them all. And I think that they're even more pricier than some of other Chanel fragrances, but I want them so bad. I don't know why. So this was really nice. I liked it. If I'm being honest with myself, it didn't like blow my socks off where I have to have it. So I'm going to resist temptation and not purchase them. Maybe if I win the lottery one day, that'll be one of my purchases. And the next one I have is the Guerlain, and this is the Aqua Allegoria. So I've seen commercials for this everywhere. I didn't notice them until I used this, and then I started seeing the ads just everywhere for this fragrance. I don't like it. It smells like straight oranges to me. And like citrus is okay, but not like a straight just orange scent. I feel like I smell like I'm sick because, you know, like when you're sick, you drink like a lot of orange juice. You're drinking a lot of just vitamin C, which smells like oranges. So for some reason, every time I wore this, I felt like I smelled sick. I'm not going to be purchasing this one. However, it does look very popular. I saw Michelle Wong pick up one of these. I don't know if it was this exact one during the Sephora Holiday Savings event. So the bottle is very, very beautiful. I saw the bottle and I was like, wow, that is a really That is a nice bottle. It's so just intricate and it would look really nice on a display, but I'm going to pass the temptation on that one. And the last one is Tom Ford Oud Wood. So I actually finished this one up today. This is the one that I'm wearing. And this is the first like oud perfume that I've worn, at least that I've consciously been aware of. And I was pleasantly surprised. I've always heard people talking about oud and how much they like it in fragrances as one of the notes. And I was pleasantly surprised, unlike the intense vanilla one. I like this a lot. However, I cannot just allow myself to dive into Tom Ford fragrances when I have so many fragrances here. Again, win the lottery, I will happily go out and purchase this. But for now, I'm going to just cut myself off from Tom Ford. I'm not even going to dip my toes into that pool of just temptation. So for now, I enjoyed it as a little sample. If I get other samples, I will also enjoy it. However, I will not be purchasing the full size of that. That finishes up fragrance. Let's now just breeze through skincare. I feel like this is gonna be one of my shorter empties, which is fantastic because I always, at the end of these, have to like drink 3 glasses of water. I've just talked so much. But let's go over skincare now. So I'm gonna start with the little sachets that I have. This is the Youth to the People Moisture Cream. It's just a moisturizer. This is really good. I do use their under eye cream, which is like the same line, and I love that under eye cream. This is a good moisturizer, just not my favorite. And the second one I have is the Drunk Elephant, and this is the Resurfacing Serum. I don't like this line for some reason. I really like the more original line from Drunk Elephant, like the Baby Facial something. I'll pop up a photo. And the TLC Framboise Serum. I like those so much better. They came out with like this blue line. I just don't like it for some reason. It doesn't really go with my skin. Not something I'm gonna repurchase. So that's my opinion on those. We'll just keep going with minis, work our way up. Some of these, I didn't like any of these. So let's just get these out of the way. This is the La Roche-Posay B5 serum. It's kind of just like a hyaluronic acid serum, and I didn't really like it at all, honestly. Doesn't stand out to me. The second one is the Kiehls Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. I don't really have dark spots, so I use this, but I can't really speak on its effectiveness because I'm not really the targeted audience. So if you use that and you love it, let me know in the comments. But for me, it was just something to put on my face that made my face sticky, and that's about it. And then the last one here I have is the Moly Vital Vita 12 Brightening Ampoule. This just only was like a one use, so don't really have thoughts on this. I do enjoy Moly as a brand, but as far as this is concerned, it's just too small for me to have my opinion on. But I did go through it, and now it is out of my collection. I have quite a few moisturizers that I was finally able to get through. I'm going to save this one for last because I have a rant coming on that. The first one is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is the first time that I tried this product, and I have to say the hype is real. I loved this so much. I do plan on picking up a full size. However, I have not found a place in Europe where Tatcha is sold. So it's something that like I'd have to send to my family and have them bring. So it's not top of my list. There's other moisturizers that I like that I can purchase here without the hassle. But this is really great. I can see why everyone talks about it. The other two that I have, this is the Pai Loving Hydrating Moisturizer. This surprised me. I actually really enjoyed this moisturizer. Pai as a brand, I haven't really liked a lot of the products that I've tried from them. I tried their rosehip oil. I hated that. I still, I think, have even another bottle that I got as a free sample. I don't know if I'll use it because I hate it that much, but it kind of just turned me off from the brand, and this put me back in the game. I think that I might just try other products from them because I really did enjoy this moisturizer. It was very hydrating, great for day and night. I mostly used it in the morning, but you could use it at night and it would work just as well. It's just a great overall moisturizer. And then this one is the Skyn Iceland Cooling Daily Lotion. I've tried this a few times now, and I just think my skin doesn't like it. I think that it actually dries my skin out, because at the time that I was using this, my skin was just feeling really tight and flaky, and it just wasn't the same as it has been. And I'm pretty sure that I can pinpoint it to this because this lasted quite a long time. So I'm not gonna purchase this. I've used quite a few free samples. They just seem to keep multiplying, but I don't like this. If I get another sample of it, I probably won't even use it and just give it away, because I'm pretty sure it just dried my skin out. It feels really nice on the skin. It is cooling, it feels nice, but overall it just doesn't add any hydration. And the last moisturizer I have, this is the Clinique, what is this? The Hydrating Jelly, and then it has like one of these ampoules in it for anti-aging, I think. Now, to be fair, I did not finish the entire bottle of this. My boyfriend actually purchased this because he wanted to get back into skincare. He kind of goes through that like once a year where he wants to start doing skincare again, and then that lasts about a month. And I don't want the product to go to waste. So I ended up finishing this. It was about halfway full by the time I started. And I don't really like this. It's just very sticky. And so I ended up mostly just using it as a moisturizer on my chest and not on my face. If there's a product I just don't want to go to waste, especially a moisturizer, that's usually kind of my method on using it, because then that way I'm still moisturizing my chest, taking care of that area, but it won't break me out as much. It has less of a chance of breaking me out on my chest. So that's how I ended up using this, but I would definitely not repurchase this. I just don't like the texture. I don't think it does anything. So this was a fail. Not going to purchase this again. And now I have 3 more things to talk about and we're finished. Let's go from least favorite to favorite. So, I finished this. Thank you, Jesus. This is the Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe Herbs and Rose Water. So I didn't want this to go to waste, even though I had so much. I've been using this for like 6 months now to just try and use it up and get it out of my collection. I did just use this as a facial spray, usually in the morning, like kind of just to wake myself up. And then I would go in with a reusable cotton round and then use a toner to just get everything off. But no, not gonna repurchase this. This used to be way hyped up back in the day and it was overhyped. This is mostly just water and just a bunch of just crap in this. I don't recommend this at all. I'm happy to have this out of my collection finally. I think I have one more Badescu product and then I am done with that brand and I hopefully never have to see them ever again in my collection. And then the medium thing that just was like meh, this is the On the Wild Side exfoliating mask. I think I got this at like the French pharmacy because it's all in French. I don't know if On the Wild Side is the name of the product or if it's the name of the brand, but it's just like a small little container. I want to say I used this like 3 times as a mask and it was actually really nice. I would consider repurchasing this if I knew where to repurchase it. I have to do a little bit of research. Once I do my description box, that's probably when I'll find out. But it's very like organic, has a lot of plants. You put it on your skin, massage it in, leave it on, and then you just rub it off. And it's very fruity. You can tell it has like a lot of strawberries in it, just those natural fruits that exfoliate. So it felt really nice on the skin. I felt like it was a really great product without a lot of harsh chemicals. I would repurchase this if I came across it, but it's not really top of my list. I'm kind of noticing I'm just not like a mask person. Anything that like I have to keep my glasses off for a prolonged period of time just doesn't work for me because I like to multitask. So putting on a mask, having my glasses off, and then not being able to see anything for 10 minutes, like yes, sometimes it's nice because it forces me to just relax and not do anything. But there's very rare few times when I can actually take the 10 or 15 minutes to do that or where I want to do that. So I'm just kind of staying away from masks now once I kind of get through some of these. So long story short, it's nice. It's not great. I'd repurchase it. It was fine, but not top of my list. Now, the last product that I have, which is a love, probably my favorite thing out of this entire Empties here. This is the Youth to the People 15% Vitamin C and Clean Caffeine Energy Serum. This is supposed to brighten, firm, and depuff. I use this in the morning and I think my skin really benefited from this. I love this serum. This is probably going to be my go-to morning serum, if I'm quite honest. I plan on picking this up during Black Friday. There's a fly in here. Okay, perfect. Wrap this up now. I do plan on picking this up for Black Friday since I finished it. I like it that much. It smells like ginger and I love ginger. So everything about this I just really like. I like the scent. I like how it made my skin feel. It was lightweight. It sunk into the skin really fast. I saw results from it. I haven't heard anyone talking about this, so I really enjoyed it and I plan on using this again. So that is going to wrap up my November empties. Let's see what I can get through in December here. I won't be doing a yearly empty. I know some people do that, like they save all their empties from the entire year and then do one big empty video. I will not be doing that. Immediately after I film these videos, this stuff goes in the trash because I don't want to see it anymore. So let's see what I can get through in December. I love doing these videos. They're so motivating for me to just get through a lot of things in my collection. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit lazy, I don't want to do my skincare, I just want to go to bed, I'm like, no, you need to do it so you can put it in your empties video. So I really appreciate you all watching these. Again, give this a thumbs up if you like empty videos, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.